Alright, here's the start of the match. Future game is really strong for the Marth. Good fair to block the fireball. I was expecting a slightly harder punish off the Mario. If he grabbed into the up air combos, he could get a lot of damage off of the Marth. Usually in a Marth matchup, he wants to read out a grab. So once he gets the grab, it's easier to do a combo into an up air. But because Marth is so floaty, some of the combos don't really work on him that well. It's just, as soon as he's off stage, Marth's edge game is ridiculous because he has so many options off the edge. So if he swings out those up airs like Mario's doing just now, it's actually very easy for Marth to just do a reverse forward air because it outspaces the Mario a lot. More like stubby kicks.
Does Mario have as many chains as he does in
I'm not actually familiar with Smash 4, so I wouldn't be able to tell you that one. I'm not sure if Mario had a jump or not. I don't remember seeing him use it.
Jump on the way back.
Oh, okay. Usually it's a little better to do the down B first because it'll give you more horizontal range. Good wave land. So what happened there was the Marth actually did a single forward air and instead of L canceling, because the forward air comes out so fast, the second actually wave landed him. The down tilt is really strong because of the amount of range on it. So you want to be, against the Marth, you want to try and go either really high or under the stage in sweet spot. But Trip as a player tends to cover the lower one option, so if you don't go high, he's going to cover. This is still for a game. Stubby arms, can't do anything about stubby arms. Good spot dodge.
Mario can't get off the combos.
Definitely not. I don't like the Mario matchup against Marth just because one, I'm outranged, and two, Marth's floatiness makes it really hard to combo it. Plus, Marth has a lot of very safe, spammable, long-range attacks that out-prioritize Mario. Ooh, kill by Smashville. Camp. Because the neutral B is okay to camp with, he either has the option to shield or to, well, it doesn't matter anymore. But in a losing position, Mario has the chance to camp out hard and go in on his own time. When Mario charges, it's actually a lot safer for the Marth to react and can outspace the Mario.
Okay, 2-1. Okay.
Oh, we have a character switch to Rob. And a character switch to Ganon. So for this matchup, Rob's forward air is actually really good to keep them off stage. So as soon as Ganondorf gets off stage, it's going to be a very dangerous match for him because like in Brawl, it's just a wall of pain going all the way to the edge of the stage. And even though the matchup is a lot better for Ganondorf in this game, because of how much range Rob has off stage, it's going to be hard for him to recover.
So what can Ganon do against the ball?
For one, he has a lot harder hits, so if you can get him off and under, it should be pretty easy to do a stall, because in this game, Ganon's neutral B gets changed to a float.
Oh, I see.
So you can forward air off stage and then float above and try to down air off. And it's a lot easier to spike him that way.
I'm just asking him questions. Like, I want to know about PM.
Yeah, if you want to ask a question,
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I'll talk a little bit louder.
Oh, okay.
So that was the float I was talking about.
Right,
It's
right.
a little bit something, but from that high, I think it would have been better for him to do the down air, not the down air, the down B to refresh his jump, so he could have more horizontal movement.
Because they kept the melee mechanic, so the down B gives you back your damage.
Right. That was actually really good by the Ganondorf to do the forward air when Rob was trying to catch his top. It would have been better for Rob to just let the top go, because then it would have given him a little bit of protection, and then do some kind of aerial to try and hit the Ganondorf.
To protect the edge so he can actually recover stage.
Exactly. I see that Ganondorf is dodging a lot, and he should be starting to read it more, because the rolls are starting to get predictable. Projectiles are just strong. In this, he can actually do a chain grab with the down throw, and there we go, wall of pain. Wall of pain. So in this game, because Rob's, I think it's down throw, got changed a little bit, you can actually chain grab the Ganondorf at, I think from 8% to about 30. Just down throw, wave dash into another grab.
But is
Good
that
cover.
only for heavy characters, or is that for...
It's for heavier characters and some floaties. The chain grab actually works on Pikachu at 0, but not any higher.
Oh,
You can get 1 free throw.
one free.
Yeah.
But he gets one.
Good throw. And it's either spike or, yeah, spike to end the game.
Anything else versus someone playing on that setup?
I have no idea how to change the numbers on this stream, so. Trip.
Wait, Trip, you're up 2-0?
It is 2-0.
I'm wondering if we're going to see another character switch, because I know that Trip mains Link, but I haven't seen him play Link yet.
Maybe he thinks it's not time yet.
Could be. I'm actually not very familiar with Fernandeezy's characters either, so let's just see how this goes. Deciding stages.
Look at Alex in the background. Looks like he's about to go punch something. Alright, good start.
I'm not sure if we're having bans still.
Did you play the...
Okay, so now he's pulling out the Link on Battlefield. His Link is actually very good with bombs, but his projectile game is something to be just a little improved on. Wario. See, he likes to drop his bombs around, so it gives him kind of a thing to run around with. And sometimes he'll try to position the bomb where if you try to jab him, the opponent will just pick up the bomb instead. And that down smash up from Wario, if you time it correctly, is actually a spike off the edge.
Oh, okay, okay. Plus, so it's kind of like a level 9?
Kind of. Little slow on the up air. Up tilt, I'm sorry. Unfortunately for Wario's game, being above is not always the best idea, because your best option would be Nair, because it covers 2 hits, or the down air. But the down air is easily punishable, because even with an L cancel, it has a lot of ending lag. It's a really good thing to try and bait out, because the down air will one spike, and you can combo off like that. Or, if they're on the ground, it'll do a pop-up.
should be using more combo.
Yeah.
But is that dependent on DI, or is that?
If they're on the ground, it'll always pop up, and it's really easy to do a down air into a fart.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it looks like Tripp's walling him out with a lot of projectiles. Coming in. The sword trying to miss it.
Good deck by Trip. Unfortunately, the boomerang brought back the bomb, so he's almost killed himself. Wario's side B is a lot different because you can, if you start it on the ground, you can jump right before it ends, and it'll almost refresh how long it is.
Right.
But the downside of that is if you side B and then you jump too late off the side, you can actually get too far for Wario to recover.
And side B is the bike, right?
The bike got removed in this game. Side B is actually that running charge that you saw.
Oh, okay.
So Trip has been using a lot of either tech in place or spot dodges, and one thing that Fernandeezy could be doing right now is trying to bait that out and actually fighting, because the neutral B is a command grab that does really well in this game, because after you spit him out, you actually have an opportunity to re-grab with the B again.
Okay. Got it.
So right now, Trip had 2 bombs that were laid out, and they're just safety traps, because without the bombs,
Right.
it would be a lot easier for Wario to approach.
Right.
And right now, the way that I think the Wario should be playing is a little bit safer, waiting for Trip to do a move, because he likes to do hard smashes when the opponent is high in percentage. So you'd either be trying to bait out the up B or some kind of smash. Good combo, and no tech from Trip. No tech got him killed. Good trade on Trip. Good read.
Looks like Wario's super armor smashing that removed.
He has a pseudo super armor on the forward smash, but it really doesn't do that much because of how long of how short it is. I'm sorry.
Right.
And he has a lot more aerial momentum, but it's not that great if you're just trying to do super armor attacks.
I see that bomb game that you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, he drops the bombs everywhere to help him position and keep him safe around platforms. And there's the up B. 3-0 for Trip. Good game.